Hello YouTube, welcome to Techs You Can't Live Without. When it comes to gaming and entertainment, nothing beats investing in a solid Wi-Fi extender. Regardless of whether you're looking for the budget Wi-Fi extenders, or just want to have the best Wi-Fi extender that money can buy, you came to the right place. Before getting started, I'd like to say that this list is based on my personal opinion, research and the test experiences of the actual owners. Thus, make sure to check the pros and cons section towards the end of the video. So, without further ado, let's get started with the N300 is a good choice for people with smaller homes, or apartments that have a Wi-Fi dead zone. One of the main advantages of this access point is the massive range. Most consumer networking equipment, especially your typical 802.11n hardware, suffers from extremely limited range. Often, we're seeing numbers below 100 feet, but the TP-Link advertises 200 meters of range, a whopping 650 feet. Although, its many users report around 75 feet Wi-Fi extension. As you might expect, the N300 doesn't offer the farthest reaching coverage of extenders out there in the market. However, the TP-Link device will certainly do a good job of extending your router's signal up to about 75 feet away from the router. At 75 feet, you will still have 4 signal strength bars and Windows and Internet access, albeit at slow speeds. The N300 is a good choice for a smaller home, or apartment that has a dead zone in a particular area. It's very easy to set up and not headache-inducing to return back to factory settings. It's certainly worth a look if you use TP-Link's routers, or access points. The TP-Link's 300 megabits per second universal Wi-Fi range extender is a good extender. For this very reason, it takes the number 3 in our list, because it's more powerful, albeit more expensive, hardware. We'd recommend this extender to anyone who wants an easy-to-install access point that will work well in the great outdoors. Appearance-wise, this isn't the most appealing extender, and there are similarly priced extenders which utilize touchscreen features, so they do have it beat here. This is because there are 2 external antennas, although this matters not if you value performance over everything. If appearance isn't your main priority, and you just want something that works, this is it. Keep in mind that the main disadvantage to using the RE210 is not that different to most extenders. Speeds tend to drop the further away you are from your router. If you're 10 feet away, it could take half the time to download the same movie as it would if you were 50 feet away. The TP-Link RE210 Wi-Fi range extender is a dual-band device with support for both the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz frequencies. It offers support for the newest wireless networking standards, including 802.11 acres and 802.11n. The maximum speed advertised on the 5 GHz wireless network is 433 megabits per second, while on the 2.4 GHz wireless network is 300 Mbps. On the front side of the device, there are LEDs signaling whether the device is turned on, whether it is connecting to a wireless network via WPS, and which wireless network is turned on and working, the one on 2.4 GHz, the one on 5 GHz, or both. We don't recommend it for big offices, or places over 3,000 square feet. It will cover all the dead spots though, as well as for people who plan to do mass uploading. However, lighter tasks are handled with ease. The signal will remain strong, and in our case we found it can handle 4K YouTube videos without buffering constantly. It was a decent connection, nothing too outlandish. It's packaged so well, that when you open the box initially, it's going to remind you of an Apple product. The TP-Link RE210 Universal Wireless Dual Band Range Extender is neatly packaged, and it looks just great. The exterior is clear rounded, and it barely takes a few minutes to set everything up. If your main concern is improving your current wireless connection at home, or even connecting devices that don't have these features, you'll be covered, so it's well worth the investment. The AC750 comes with 1 gigabit network port. When working as an extender, the AC750 can use this port to connect the wired device such as a game console to the Wi-Fi network, effectively making it also a Wi-Fi bridge. And it can do even more. You can convert it into a dual-band access point by using the switch on its side. This will come in handy if you happen to use a non-wireless router to host your home network. In this case, just plug the AC750 to the router using a network cable to add a dual-band Wi-Fi network to your home. The device supports just a single stream setup with the 802.11 acres Wi-Fi standard. This means its top theoretical speed on the 5G HC band is 433 megabits per second, rather than the 1,300 megabits per second an 802.11 acres device should be capable of. Single stream is generally used when you need to save power, such as a mobile solution where battery life needs to be extended. It is not battery operated, so it's unclear why NETGEAR doesn't configure it for a faster 802.11 acres spec. On the 2.4 GHz band, it supports the dual stream setup with the 802.11n standard to have the top speed of 300 megabits per second. The NETGEAR AC750 is a compact booster with the ability to access both Wi-Fi bands simultaneously to facilitate seamless internet coverage for all of your wireless devices. The AC750 also supports wired devices, and functions as a basic access point. The Ethernet port lets you connect wired devices to your Wi-Fi network. It can operate in 2 Wi-Fi modes, extender mode to boost the existing Wi-Fi, or access point mode to create Wi-Fi access for 11 acres devices, thus essentially upgrading a router that does not have 11 acres technology. Because of its compact size, there is only room for 1 Ethernet port. If you need more than that, you may want to consider the sister product, the NETGEAR AC1200, which has 5 Ethernet ports and a unique USB 3.0 port. This unit also lacks a USB connector. Setup is easy, and when you get it placed in optimal position, with the help of the LED arrows, you can virtually forget about it. The free app for Android devices lets you test and confirm that your Wi-Fi network is performing at top capacity in its current location, or it will let you know if it could get better performance somewhere else. Overall, the sign of a good Wi-Fi booster is, if you can forget it's there. The NETGEAR AC750 is such a booster, and it effectively extends Wi-Fi range throughout your home. Its discreet design, combined with its speedy dual-band capabilities, will largely cut out glitches and lags for smooth Wi-Fi connection on all of your wireless devices. It can double as an access point for all of your 11 acres devices as well, essentially upgrading your existing system. Its compact design makes for discreet placement, and the LED arrows help you know where you can place it for optimal performance. It is one of the best Wi-Fi extenders on the market, and we totally recommend it to anyone.